Pernah gak sih kalian lagi enak-enak putar lagu di Spotify, tiba-tiba dari shuffle-nya putar lagu yang kalian gak pernah denger, tapi kok enak banget ya? Terus experience dengan lagu itu kok enak banget dan ngena banget. Entah dari liriknya, nadanya, aransemennya tuh pokoknya enak banget. Yeah, this song's called Frigiment by Sore. Overall, in my opinion, this band is very underrated and overlooked. Ya, menurutku band ini sangat underrated dan kurang dilirik. Ya. Oke. History of Frigiment. Release an album. Frigiment was released on Sore second album ya, Port of 5 in 2008. The song is 6 minutes and 11 seconds long, which is longer than most pop songs. Jadi lagu ini tuh gak seperti lagu pop pada umumnya, yang dimana lagu-lagu pop tuh berkisaran 4-5 menit, dia berkisaran 6 menit akhir, the last 6 minutes. Musical style. Sore are big fans of the Beatles tentunya. Sore sangat terinspirasi dari The Beatles. Kiblat band Sore, dan termasuk kiblat semua band di Indonesia itu musikalitasnya udah pasti The Beatles ya. Billy heard this rock pop arrangement with electric guitar, bass, drum, acoustic guitar, and piano. Dia berkisaran 5 personil, dan biasanya dia suka fit. Jadi kalau fit band-band yang segenre sama dia itu dia menarik vokalisnya aja, jadi bisa berkisar 6 atau 7 orang. Meaning of the title Frigiment. Kita membedah arti dari judul Frigiment ini. Frigiment comes from Dutch freeman during the colonial era. A Frigiment referred to people who weren't tied to Dutch labor contract. Jadi Frigiment ini diambil dari bahasa Belanda yang diartikan freeman dalam bahasa Inggris, yang artinya preman ya. Cuman ini nggak ngarah ke preman yang negatifnya ya. Filosofi dan lyric interpretation. The lyric of Frigiment are not explicit, so listeners are free to interpret them some common interpretation. Freedoms as the main theme. The song is full the spirit of freedom and admiration for a life without constraints. Lines like premanku di sana yang bahagia melupakan rasa are seen as free person who no longer burdened by rewards or sin, just enjoying the moment. About loss and letting go. Many read this as a prayer for a friend who has passed away. The lyric, dia melepas semua tabu fana, ku bangga tertawa bersama yang cintanya bla itu. I interpret as strangely letting go because they are now in a more beautiful free place. Freedom is living as your own self. Parmin and Anna are portrayed as different on his role. Jadi si Parmin ini, sosok si preman di lagu ini, itu punya pasangan yang bernama Anna, but they can both be free without being forced to be same. So the philosophy is freedom is daring to live in your own world without constantly borrowing other people's standard. Freedom is running from consequences. It's having the courage to take responsibility for your own choice. Menurut saya lagi ini menceritakan tentang seorang sahabat yang telah meninggal, yang udah nggak ada gitu, and the person who feels the loss is praying that their friend who has passed away can find peace in the afterlife. Dan orang yang merasa kehilangan ini mendoakan agar teman yang sudah tiada ini dapat damai di dalam kematian. And the person who feels the loss is praying that their friend who has passed away can find peace the afterlife. Dan di bagian favoritku, part is session yang dia melepas semua tabu fana. Ku bangga, ternyata jadi itu tentang kenangannya ketika dia masih hidup. Dia bangga bisa ketawa bareng-bareng dan punya kasih cinta di alamnya gitu. Bahagia, her love in the world and her origin is happy. In my own interpretation in this part, the main character has accepted his friend later. Menurut pergantianku, menurut pengertianku sendiri, pada bagian ini sang karakter utama sudah mengikhlaskan kepergian temannya. Si Parmin sudah mengikhlaskan kepergian temannya karena dia udah bersama Tuhan untuk kehidupan selanjutnya yang lebih indah dan bebas dari tekanan yang mungkin dialami sang sahabat di hidupnya. Because he is now with God for the next life that is more beautiful and free from the pressure his friend might have faced in life. The sound of this song is also very beautiful. This used instruments like rock and pop bands such as the Beatles. Sangat familiar with the Beatles. The member of Sore are big fans of the Beatles, and their musical style is inspired by the Beatles and Arctic Monkeys. Instrumen yang digunakan adalah gitar elektrik, bass drum, gitar, dan piano. Saat pertama kali dengar lagu ini, aku langsung jatuh cinta sama band ini. I dug around and found several other beautiful songs, namely Setengah Lima, Mati Suri di Taman tahun 97, The Bullet Was kayak Carolina and Paris Ria. Lagu-lagu itu berbeda-beda ya, namun memiliki satu kesamaan, yaitu liriknya tidak memiliki arti yang pasti dapat diartikan oleh para pendengar sendiri. The songs are different but share on one similarity. Their lyric don't have a definite meaning and can be interpreted by listener themselves. Alright, some of their songs are in Indonesian and English. Lagu-lagu mereka ada yang menggunakan bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa Inggris. Overall, in my opinion, this band is very underrated and overlooked. Ya, menurutku band ini sangat underrated dan kurang dilirik. Ya, karena di eranya pas naik itu mungkin bukan di era Genji sekarang, di era Gen Alpha ya, di tahun 2000-an, dan sekarang yang lagunya naik lagi cuma lagu-lagu yang mungkin overrated. Oh, I have an experience related to this. Ya, suatu malam saat lagi nongkrong, tiba-tiba temanku muter lagu Sore nih, udah lama, dan dia muter lagu yang Part of Life. Dan selang dari situ aku dengerin lah sealbum, ternyata enak, dan Frigiman salah satunya gitu. Ya, this song was released in so thank you, this is my tugas dari Pak Ahman ya. Terima kasih sudah nyimak sampai habis walaupun di skip. Ya, terima kasih. So thank you. Bye bye.